The street brought this thing to life. I mean, it's one thing writing it, but when you kind of get out there and you're seeing your words come to life, and this is the thing, like some of the areas we went into, they're not considered the safest areas, for whatever reason.
Were you scared at all?
No, but if I'd listened to everyone, I would have been. I can't say that, because I was born in London, I'm like this or that. No. If I was born there in like Idi Araba or Bariga, or if I was born in Mushin, I'd be on the street hustling same way. So how can I then judge them? I know I would, because my family has to eat. People have to eat. And I get it. If there's no opportunity, sometimes you do what you have to do to eat. And it's not necessarily doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that your back is against the wall and you have little or no options. So, with that said, we went into these communities and we didn't just go in there and like shoot and go out. We involved them in it. Like we actually had these guys come out and they were actually in the film.
One of the things that stood out to me that I probably would never get out of my head is filming on the streets of Idi Araba and Bariga. It was exciting. We got a lot of support from the community, but also a lot of times it was... it really son of the soil. It's really it's really going into the streets, facing all of these people, conquering and understanding that film is a collaborative situation. One of the things that really stood out for me was also at some point when we're filming one of the scenes where our lead actor had come out of the hospital. You go watch that. Okay, so he's coming out of the hospital and it's a very interesting scene. And he's walking on the street and everybody on the street is like, who is this? Yes.
We wanted to tell a story, right? So it wasn't like everyone trying to outdo the other. We wanted to tell an authentic story. So every actor held onto their characters and we fleshed everything out as best as possible. And we had fun doing it.
I want you to just speak to the social relevance of a story like this. What do you think films like this will do for us?
I think it's just going to create more awareness about, the dangers, especially the dangers that women, especially, young women face. It's sort of going to shed more light on that.
You did work with a Nigerian director, so I'm very curious as to what that experience was like.
One, I knew that it was an international collaboration, right? I did not want to be not proud of my best food, and she was amazing. He was always available.
He was also one of my inspirations for The Lost Days, because we filmed The Lost Days after Son of the Soil. So Director Chee loves fire play. Right, and if you watch The Lost, there's a little bit of fire play there. During the festival scene, I was like, let me tap in a little bit.
I would say he's a very simple person. He's simple but very detailed. When I was cast for this job, I said something. I said, "Director, you know I have beards, and I have." He said, "Yes, I know you have beards, but this character is not the typical character, and you have a particular look that we need for this role, right?" Now, coming on set, he was just so receptive. He'll tell you what he wants. Then he gives you that creative room to do your part. So yeah, working with him was an absolute, it was a wonderful thing. And I'm looking forward to doing more projects with him.
Any film you make, it's about collaboration. It's about about finding ways to help bring another layer to characters. Writing the script, which Razaaq Adoti did a great job doing, it's just really about one layer. Then it's about finding the nuances and finding the differences in different characters and what they bring to it. And I think it was amazing. So for me, I was really fortunate in a really, really great way that we had such great talent being open to really working.
I knew you'd find me eventually.
So this is the house of the great Zion.